Hello there. My name is RafaelGarcia, but for networking purposes and my personal brand, I like to be referred to simply as Moses. I am an online media communications student in the VEM section 1608. I'm here today to talk to you a little about an important skill that many people do not value or give credence to. That skill is networking. We have spoken a lot about it and in a lot of detail. Researched a lot, even about industry professionals in our chosen fields. And what have we come to learn? Basically and simply that networking can do many things for our career. For instance, I got in touch with 3 different professionals in my industry. The first I contacted was Michael Guston, who I reached out through his Twitter account. Michael is a content manager who has a lot of experience in the industry. He knows many of the jobs involved with content managing. Learning from him and trying to stay in contact is important to my knowledge base and will only increase my chances on being successful in my career. Unfortunately, Michael couldn't get back to me, but I did research on his position and his career. One important skill I would learn from Michael is how to decide and choose what content should be allowed and shouldn't go into a project, which is perhaps one of the most important and difficult skills for a content manager to master. Also, being able to differentiate between the uses of certain content is a much desired skill. The third skill I could learn is how to manage a group of others to essentially draw from them what is needed. Michael's career path shows that a content manager is one career in which one's skills must be demonstrated and proficiency in proving one's worth. Constantly staying updated in the ebb and flows of current trends helps to keep the content manager modern and capable of showing his grasp of the fads and what can be used to attract or dispel customers to a project. We can see this when Michael begins his career as a reporter and makes his way up to the night news editor of the Houston Chronicle. He proved himself capable, which led to his first job as an internet content manager for K4 TV, which led him through his many successes to end up as a senior web content manager of web psychology. Simply put, Michael is quite busy with many projects, and being a senior associate means he has much more pressure and responsibility to take care of his job. He obviously has a lack of free time considering his job position and having a family to care for. The next professional I reached out to was a content strategist named Brochure. I reached out to her through Twitter as well. Anne is important to a network such as mine because of what I can learn from her as well. She can impart the knowledge of how to create a message and make it memorable. Some say this should be easy, but it really is not. All the different ways and mediums she knows could really help me to grow in my career. She also has a working knowledge of other professions in the industry which I could seek information on and get her advice on. Anne did not get in contact with me as well, but after looking into her career and profession, I have learned much. Out of the many skills I can learn from Anne, it would be first the ability to create a message that was truly memorable. Not only that, but to be able to change the message to fit a target audience. To take that a step further, the ability to guide what the audience will feel by the message would complete the package of skills. Looking at the career path, you can see that being able to choose a demographic and getting through to them is key. Anne began her career as an English teacher, which must have given her what insight we need, because after she held a number of jobs dealing with interaction and communications, these led her to becoming a content specialist for Wells Fargo, and then to the job she currently holds as a content strategist for LinkedIn. It seems Anne is also one professional that simply uses her Twitter account for family purposes and doesn't respond to professional or work inquiries through the account. My third professional that I actually got in contact with, I saved for last. Her name is Leslie Rainwater, who I got in contact with through her email. Leslie is important to my network because of all the vast amounts of experience she has in my industry. She has worked on many different specialties as well. Also, she can give me advice and somewhat lead me down the path to success. We had a conversation over the phone about what I could learn from a brand strategist. The 3 main skills she talked about is first how you should go about creating a brand according to its needs. The next skill she spoke of was how to build upon the brand. The last skill she spoke of was how to protect that brand by making sure it doesn't fail. I could tell you about her career and everything, but instead I would rather tell you about what she told me about becoming successful. Leslie explained that she became successful in her career by making much contact with others of her profession while she was in school. After she got out of school, she spoke about attending conventions and such to further both her knowledge base and network web. Lastly, she stated that to be truly successful in a career, that one has to always be learning the latest media outlet trends and social media trends. As we can see by looking at these three professionals and what they bring to the table as far as networking goes, they are important mainly for the experience and advice they can give me, which leads me to networking with my peers and why it is so important. The three peers I contact was Chance Singleton, studying to become a game writer, Daniel Barboza, studying to become a producer, and lastly, Anthony Colella, studying to be a director. These three are important to my network for essentially the same reason, and that reason would be that they are all like-minded and seem to be a good group to work alongside. Compatibility is not something one should worry about very much in our careers, but we all admit it helps the work go smoothly. They also share the passion I have for doing a good job and making the final project as good as it can possibly become. Their love of learning and attention to detail only helps to strengthen their importance to my network as well as like-minded career goals. Chance is a game writer who would be easy to collaborate with because of his unique and interesting point of view. His outlook and ability to produce what is needed for collaboration, as well as his ability to create other aspects missed by others, are desired traits to having a collaboration partner. Daniel is a producer that I feel I would get along with, not to mention it is good to know someone of a career that will always be part of your own path. In a collaboration, his ability to work with every aspect of the project will prove useful. Also, he's an important person in a project, so having a producer in my network is always a plus. Lastly, Anthony is a director that has a view that I like, so working with him on a collaboration would be a pleasure rather than seeming to be work. He and I would be in constant contact, making sure that what needs to be shown is being delivered. All my points and suggestions he would be taking and using in his own way, which is why a director is an important addition to my career network. All three of these gentlemen are like-minded as me, a passion to succeed, a need to always produce more than asked, and a drive to always learn more. These 3 points are what links us in career goals and why I connected with them on a personal level. I greatly enjoyed networking with all of these other students. I found it both a little challenging and exciting. It was a great learning experience as well. Talking to others is always going to be a great experience, especially in fields of study that will always be near mine. The only way I can see to improve the experience is to make us interact more. Instead of just having us reach out to one another, how about if we have us respond and collaborate on a small project? We could be in constant contact during the project. After that, we can even show our collaboration means and contacts. The creative writing industry seems to be filled with those who are able to picture a world in their minds. Not only that, but they're able to bring that world and place characters there that have their own lives and thoughts. Then they take these worlds and share them with us in our own world. These writers are truly gifted in their many aspects, which is why we need them for our entertainment and other needs. The filmmaking industry is very important for those of us who need a visual aspect for whatever the reason is. Anything from advertising, marketing, movies, entertainment, promotions, etc. The filmmaking industry is there to help us share our projects with others for whatever the desired outcome we are aiming for. Media communications industry is important for supporting and furthering projects begun and completed by the other two industries. So everyone in this industry are support characters in a story, essentially. They boost up, cut off, alter, and change any aspects in their projects to help bring about the desired planned ending and goal. Creative writing and filmmaking rely on each other in many ways. Filmmaking relies on creative writing to create the stories that the project will be based on, including the script. Creative writing relies on filmmaking to supply the ideas and basis for the jobs they get. Both of the other industries both supply the need for and rely on the media communications industry. They use them to further their projects and support their success, and are even sometimes created by the media communications industry. So according to the readings I've done, it is possible to further my personal brand by using the skills and collaboration I have done. In creative writing, I can show that I have a grasp on how to interact and improve on a script and story, which makes me seem even more skill-oriented and valuable. Same goes for filmmaking and their respective talents. If I can show a jack-of-all-trades mentality and ability, it will greatly improve my personal brand. So I hope you all enjoyed my video and understand the importance of networking and what it can do for you and anyone, no matter their career choices. Have a good one.